Have you been in the last 3 weeks?
No. Whoa! I'm actually, get this off me now. I'm done. No, I'm actually, get this off me. I haven't had with anyone. I'm literally celibate. I hate this thing. Get it off me now.
What happens when clout becomes more important than credibility? In the chaotic world of live streaming, where attention is currency and controversy often leads to clicks, one name keeps showing up, for better or worse: Neon. His journey isn't about slow, steady growth or traditional talent. It's about spectacle. From faking his own death to threatening a child on stream, Neon's rise has been anything but ordinary. But beneath the chaos lies a much bigger story, one about platform responsibility, influencer culture, and the blurry line between entertainment and exploitation. This is the rise, fall, and comeback of the internet's most unfiltered provocateur. Rangesh Mutama, better known online as Neon, started out like countless teenagers with a dream and a webcam. In 2019, he was just another kid streaming NBA 2K on YouTube and Twitch, slowly building a following in a niche gaming community. But even then, the warning signs were there. At just 15 years old, Neon pulled one of the most bizarre stunts early in his career. He faked his own death. He uploaded a series of videos claiming he was dying from a brain tumor, culminating in a clip where a voice, posing as his brother, announced his death. Then, just days later, he came back to life in a dramatic reveal video titled, "I'm Alive."
So it was just a really emotional time, and I wasn't posting any videos or anything. So the surgery was 2 days ago. I've been resting, relaxing the past 2 days.
The internet was not amused. Viewers were outraged. Fellow creators like JT exposed the hoax, and the backlash was swift. Neon had made his first major headline, not for his content, but for deceiving his audience, and he was just getting started. Only a few months later, he doubled down on shock value. At the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, Neon released a video titled, "Meeting Someone with the Coronavirus," complete with a thumbnail of him in a hospital mask. But the so-called meeting? Just a Fortnite match. Again, the internet turned on him, accusing him of exploiting a global crisis for views. He apologized, deleted the video, but the pattern was already taking shape: attention at any cost. After spending years as a small creator, Neon realized something. Gaming alone wouldn't make him famous. So he pivoted, away from NBA 2K, and toward a new blend of Fortnite, IRL streams, prank videos, and controversial antics. He embraced a louder, brasher persona, one that thrived on shock, chaos, and unpredictability. In 2023, Neon joined Kick, a new streaming platform known for its looser rules and higher creator payouts. The timing was perfect. Twitch's stricter moderation clashed with Neon's increasingly unfiltered style.
You're my fucking son, man.
I know, and you have to put me in check, so I'm gonna be honest, you can slap me.
Treating your pops.
Actually, wait. Oh my god, that actually hurt, what the fuck? Oh my god!
Come on, Neon. Get up, Neon.
While Kick gave him the space to lean in, hard. Then came the collaborations. Neon began appearing on streams with Adin Ross, Sneako, and other internet personalities. These team-ups skyrocketed his visibility. Viewers who had never heard of Neon suddenly saw him everywhere, and they had strong reactions. But it wasn't Fortnite skills or viral pranks that pushed him into the spotlight. It was something far more divisive. On May 10th, 2023, during a live stream with Adin Ross and Sneako, Neon crossed a line that even his fans couldn't ignore. TikTok star Ali C. Lopez joined the call. What followed was a barrage of fat-shaming, personal insults, and a vile tirade that left viewers stunned. At one point, Neon told her, "How do you not kill yourself? Somebody needs to fucking stone you." Sneako left the call. Adin Ross apologized on Neon's behalf. But the damage was done, and so was the viral clip. That moment spread like wildfire across Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube. For the first time, Neon was truly mainstream famous, but for all the wrong reasons. Still, it worked. His follower count exploded. Kick viewership surged. He wasn't just a streamer anymore. He was a headline. And once he saw how controversy translated into clicks, the floodgates opened. As Neon's online persona grew more extreme, his antics began spilling into the real world.
Name is Neon. I fuck a she a peon. Little pumpus suck my Alright, cut it, we're done. Wait, what?
And the consequences got real. In mid-2023, he released a video claiming he had been jumped by masked assailants. He was shown lying on the ground, looking roughed up, surrounded by men filming with his own phone. But there was a problem. He was still wearing a visible microphone, and the video went up on his channel. Viewers quickly called it out as staged. What was meant to be a shocking moment came off as just another ploy for clout. Then came the infamous UFC 296 drama. Neon bragged on stream that he would talk shit to Donald Trump, who was attending the event in Vegas.
Is I'm gonna walk up, I'm gonna talk my shit to Trump, and then it's gonna be a very good experience. And I'm gonna talk my shit. I don't care if the Secret Service is there, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk shit, so.
The threat, real or not, reached UFC President Dana White, who didn't take it lightly. He banned Neon from the venue, calling him a punk and ramping up security. Once again, Neon posted an apology video, but the message was clear. Even outside the internet, his antics had real consequences. And those consequences only got more serious. In April 2024, Neon and his girlfriend Sam Frank were arrested in Dubai for live streaming in public without permits, something that's illegal under local law. He filmed police officers and government buildings, triggering a detainment that could have led to prison time. For days, his status was unclear. Rumors of a year-long sentence circulated. Even Adin Ross, who was feuding with Neon at the time, publicly urged people to pray for him. Eventually, he was released and returned home. But the message couldn't have been louder. This wasn't just edgy content anymore. It was a liability. If you thought things couldn't get worse, you don't know Neon.
This dude Dev actually made me fucking glow up on God.
Hey, bro, fuck! Give me that shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about nothing.
March 2024 marked a new low. During a live Discord call, Neon got into an argument with a 10-year-old viewer. The trolling escalated, and then Neon snapped. He threatened to dox the child. Worse, he made explicit threats of sexual violence against the kid and his family. The clip went viral instantly. Even his fans were shocked. Kick responded by banning him for 3 days. He posted an apology video titled "I'm Sorry," where he claimed he wasn't that kind of person. But many didn't buy it. A popular Drama Alert clip showed him distractedly reading chat mid-apology and plugging his YouTube. One viewer called it the worst apology ever. Most agreed, but that wasn't the end. In November 2024, Neon hosted a 30-day subathon on Kick. During one chaotic IRL stream, 2 dancers got into a physical fight live on camera.
Guess what? I got a clip now, bitch. I got a clip now.
Kick suspended the stream. Once again, Neon minimized the incident, calling it entertaining and brushing off the ban as part of the grind. Then, in December, he crossed yet another line. During a survival challenges stream, Neon allegedly killed a chicken off camera to cook it. Clips and descriptions spread rapidly. Drama Alert and other pages picked it up. Kick pulled his channel. Viewers couldn't even access the page. It returned a 404. For many, this was it. What started as edgy content had spiraled into violence, threats, and what some called outright cruelty. Even loyal fans began to ask, where's the line? And did he just cross it for good? By this point, Neon's audience had split into 2 camps, and neither was quiet. His supporters called him authentic. They praised his raw, unpredictable streams. To them, Neon was a refreshing contrast to sanitized YouTubers. Kick, with its looser rules, became his sanctuary. Even during his most controversial moments, his chat was filled with supporters. They defended him as a provocateur, someone pushing boundaries to entertain. But outside his fan base, the response was brutal. Reddit threads, YouTube commentary, and Twitter feeds tore him apart. To critics, Neon wasn't edgy. He was toxic, a danger, a creator whose influence was spreading the worst parts of internet culture.
Hold it down. What do you have to say? What'd I do?
Stop.
Fucking
Neon! What's good, bro? Oh my God.
Get a picture.
The threats against a child and the animal cruelty incident were repeatedly cited as proof he didn't deserve a platform. And when he tried to apologize, it often backfired. Viewers noted his tone, his focus on damage control, and his tendency to blame the moment rather than himself. Other creators joined the chorus. Dana White publicly mocked him. JT, the YouTuber who exposed his fake death stunt, resurfaced his old controversies. Even Adin Ross, once a mentor, stepped away in disgust. And yet, Neon kept going, kept posting, kept streaming. To some, it was resilience. To others, it was recklessness in real time. Neon's journey wasn't made alone. Much of his rise was powered by who he aligned with and who he antagonized. His most high-profile connection, Adin Ross. Adin brought Neon into his circle in 2023, featuring him on streams packed with prank calls, e-dates, and over-the-top humor. Their chemistry was undeniable. Both leaned into provocation, and their audiences overlapped. But as Neon's behavior got more extreme, even Adin hit a breaking point. In late 2023, their friendship fell apart. Adin called out Neon's reckless stunts, suggesting that the fame had gotten to him. Things got personal fast. Adin went live accusing Neon's girlfriend, Sam Frank, of cheating at TwitchCon. The fallout? Public insults, messy streams, and a total collapse of their collaboration. And then, they made up. In early 2025, the two reunited live on stream. They hugged, they laughed. Adin even praised Neon for growing up. It was a full circle moment, but also a reminder, in this ecosystem, enemies can become allies overnight if it makes good content. Outside of Adin, Neon also crossed paths with Sneako, a fellow controversy magnet. They streamed together during the now infamous Ali C. Lopez segment. But even Sneako exited the call mid-rant, signaling that Neon's energy could alienate even the edgiest creators. Then there was the clash with Andrew Tate. After Neon staged his jumping prank, Tate offered to train him in self-defense, mocking the whole thing. Neon responded by hurling insults back, referencing Tate's legal issues. This wasn't a collab. It was a flex. Neon wasn't afraid to take shots at anyone, even if it meant going after someone with a massive fan base. He feuded with prankster Vitali, insulted Adam22 and his wife, and even trolled fighters like Nate Diaz and Devin Haney. Some of these beefs were real. Others felt like attempts to stay in headlines. Either way, they worked. By entangling himself with big names, whether through friendships, call-outs, or stunts, Neon built a web of attention. It didn't matter if it was positive or negative. If people were talking, he was winning. With all the chaos, one question kept coming up. How is he still streaming? The answer lies in the platform wars. Neon started on Twitch, where he racked up at least 2 bans. Twitch never revealed the reasons, but the writing was on the wall. Neon's style didn't fit the brand. By September 2024, his Twitch account was permanently banned. But by then, he didn't care. He had already shifted to Kick, a platform with looser moderation and bigger payouts. Kick, backed by crypto casino stake, quickly became a haven for banned Twitch stars. And for someone like Neon, it was perfect. On Kick, he thrived. His subathons ran 24/7. His pranks were wilder, his speech less filtered, but even Kick had limits. They suspended him after the child threat. They banned him briefly for the on-stream fight. And the chicken incident? That led to a full channel takedown. Still, every time, he came back. Sometimes after 3 days, sometimes after a week. The cycle repeated: controversy, suspension, apology, return. His YouTube stayed active the entire time, where he posted highlights, vlogs, and damage control. And in 2025, he even announced a music deal with Empire, a first for a streamer of his kind. Through it all, Kick remained ground zero for the Neon phenomenon. It gave him the space to build a career others would have lost years ago, and it raised a bigger question. Was Kick enabling him, or just capitalizing on the chaos? Neon's story is still being written, but what we've seen so far is more than just controversy for clicks. It's a reflection of where internet culture is heading, a world where viral outrage fuels follower growth, where shock value becomes a business strategy, where the line between real-life consequence and online entertainment gets harder to see. To his fans, Neon is a rebellious entertainer who says what others won't. To his critics, he's the embodiment of everything wrong with clout culture. But either way, you're watching. And as long as people are watching, Neon will keep pushing. Because for him, the formula is simple. Be outrageous, go viral, get banned, come back. The question isn't whether he'll go too far. It's what happens when he does again.